have been struggling with wanting to grow and feeling stuck. Is this thing on? Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Amelia, you can call me May for short. I'm introducing something really new to my channel. I'm calling this Girl Talk. We're going to be chatting through some of my biggest pet peeves, and today's conversation is about the reality of growing as a small content creator while balancing a career. Because girl, we need to talk. The influencer industry is not as glamorous as it seems, and I have some things to get off my chest. This is really just going to be an honest and open, relatable, I hope, and also inspirational conversation for us to have together. So yeah, if you're new here, like I said, welcome. If you're not, thank you for joining me again. I hope to make this as if my light has just gone off 1 second. So yeah, I hope to make this a consistent thing where we catch up as girls once every week, and I'm just gonna tell you the real shit. But I'm gonna keep it real with you, super fun, super girly, because I love my girls and I love to talk. So let's get into today's video. I have been struggling with wanting to grow and feeling stuck. I think it's important for me to discuss wanting to grow and feeling stuck. If you guys follow me on Instagram and TikTok, I have been struggling as a micro influencer. I actually connected with one of my good friends who is a filmmaker, and basically just told him how I've been feeling and why I haven't been posting online. And he was like, you need to put this on film. You need to put this on a video and get it on the internet, because there's so many other people who are going to resonate with you. And I've been struggling with imposter syndrome for a very, very long time. Even till now. Right now, I'm doubting everything that I'm doing, but I'm still posting, which is partly due to the algorithm constantly changing on Instagram, TikTok, even here on YouTube, or engagement dips. I was seeing a huge growth when I was talking about specific topics, which I didn't necessarily want to serialize online, but became a moment for me to discuss. And also feeling like brands overlook smaller creators. I've had so many opportunities come my way, and currently right in front of me is my vision board with all the brands that I have dreamt to work with and I currently dream of working with. But it just seems like no matter how much you post and how much you want to put out there, you're just not getting noticed, and it's just kind of like, girl, is this really for me? And I think that's where self-doubt comes in, and it's something I am working on. But at the same time, I know it takes a lot of confidence and a lot of courage to just push myself and get out there. But I also understand that sometimes growth is not immediate, and I always hear people talking about this online, but it's something I really struggle with. I have been posting online since 2020, consistently and with intention. Now, I did mention that the algorithm is continuously changing, and I currently work in media, and I know I don't work on the organic side, but I know that there are continuous changes happening on all social platforms. Everything needs an update, everything needs a bug change, everything needs to be reset. I get it, but at the same time, these algorithm changes can really impact the way you end up posting. And I am naturally an adaptable person. I receive change so well, but I have also come to the point where I actually just need to realize that content, no matter how I create it or what I create, will work anywhere. I think it just depends on the audience that are watching me and who I'm attracting. As I mentioned earlier, engagement dips are something I have been struggling with. No matter how consistently I post, no matter how much I follow these new changes on the algorithm, I just continuously keep seeing the numbers dropping, whether it be in view count or likes or follower numbers. It just seems to be staying stagnant. There is no development, there is no change that I have been seeing. So yeah, on the topic of struggling with being a micro influencer is going on PR trips and attending PR events. I guess this is one of my biggest struggles, is I either am not visible enough to the brands that I really want to work with or have these opportunities, but it just feels so exclusive, like it's only available to a set group of individuals or people or creators, and I find it so difficult to, attend or even get the opportunity to attend these sorts of events, especially as a person of color. I don't know if it's just me being in my head, and also because I am such a small creator. Lastly is pay disparities. I have been seeing this ongoing discourse online, especially on TikTok at the moment. I'm not sure if you guys saw, but Brand Flakes, he is an amazing creator. He does a lot of like chatty lifestyle, and he also has a podcast. But he was talking about how much he made in 2024. He made $768,000 as a content creator. And I haven't heard nothing like that before. I know it's possible and I know it is achievable. it's just the shock of hearing that amount of money being made through content creation. Absolutely insane. And obviously it's a testament to him as a creator and how he creates and how he engages with his audience. And also there is a huge discourse around pay disparities between creators of color and white creators, and also the lack of opportunity to be paid. I see and notice a lot of brands come and offer me to, you know, create content around their product, but on a gifted basis. I do have the opportunity to get paid if it is for UGC, but there are so many different ways to make money as a content creator, and I just want to grow an audience and a platform who ultimately want and trust everything that I share online. It does not have to be promoted, it does not have to be with an incentive driving factor behind it, but I think that is another reason why I struggle as a micro-influencer, because as a micro-influencer, brands come to me and ask to give me products to then share and showcase on my platform without providing the monetary value behind it. And I kind of feel like I am a QVC infomercial every single time I come online and talk about a product, because I feel like I'm selling and advertising a product, which is why I'm trying to curate a different approach to my content, but also not make it seem too salesy. I am not sales focused. I just want to share what I love online, and yeah, it's becoming hard as a small creator to do that, because people, yes, in turn trust me, maybe don't necessarily want to buy or have the buying power in that moment, but at the same time I also find that brands use this as an opportunity with seeing that I have a much smaller platform and audience, and kind of take advantage of that, which is so bloody frustrating. But yeah, that is one of my biggest struggles as a micro-influencer. Okay, so moving on to the next topic, I want to talk about my career. It seems to be a huge topic of conversation for me, especially as I shared how I got my job at Condé Nast on my channel, and also on my TikTok. If you guys don't already follow me on TikTok, this is my platform. I'm gonna put it somewhere on the screen here. But yeah, do follow if you guys like my sort of content. But currently I work a 9 to 5. I am currently working at Condé Nast, who are the parent company to most of the magazines you've seen at your local newspaper, news shops. I don't know. I'm sure you guys have heard of Vogue and GQ and Glamour. Most people don't know of Condé Nast, but they know of all of our brands that we own and publicise on. But I work in the social media space for them, and I work on all of the paid ads. So whenever anyone asks me, I work in marketing and advertising. I've also discussed how I got into my career, but I'll quickly just go into it. I went to university and studied geography, absolutely loved it. I loved the travelling aspect, but I really didn't know if I could have a career in geography. Then I discovered how much I loved social media, how much I loved writing. Initially I wanted to be a journalist for Vogue. I wanted to write stuff, go to all the fashion shows and kind of talk about all of the new fashion trends. Probably didn't have enough experience for that, couldn't see any jobs for that online, but I did see a social media role as a social media planner, and I said, this is probably it. This is my stepping stone into this industry, into this career, into this company. Condé Nast was always at the top for me. I had applied for them while I was in my undergrad, and I didn't get the job for the social media planner role when it initially was advertised. I went on to the second round of the interview stages, and my current manager today was not keen on my experience and didn't trust that I was able to kind of take on that role and support the team. It wasn't a 6-month fixed term contract, but I knew that there was a chance that this job was for me. I am really big on manifesting. I love to pray, I love to talk to God, I love asking God for anything I want. So I literally just said to God, hey, I really know that this job is for me. I really want it. Please make it happen. And literally after that prayer and 1,000 tears, I did cry. I was still applying for jobs, and I saw the role come up again, which is like so unheard of. Like, you don't normally find a job role where they've taken it down and hired someone else and then it comes up again. And honestly, the timing just was perfect. I had literally I was in the final stages of writing my dissertation for my postgrad, and the job came up. They were like, come back for an interview, let's give you a second chance. I told them about all the experience that I had done and worked on improving so that I could hopefully eventually get the job again. And it was literally just by pure luck and their trust in me that I got the job, which to some people really inspiring and really exciting to hear, and for myself it was, and I literally just couldn't believe my luck. But also it was just a testament to my tenacity and resilience, and also my drive, because I am the sort of person who, if I want something, I'm gonna get it. I'm a go-getter. So yeah, that's how I got my job, that's how I got into my career. I kind of wanted to talk about this industry, my current career, how I'm feeling in my role, how I'm feeling in my job, because I don't talk about this enough. And I also feel like with the continuous questions about how work is, most of my audience wanting to get a job at Condé Nast, I just want to be completely transparent, open and honest, and obviously let you guys know how working in the marketing and advertising industry is, just to shape you guys' understanding of what I do and how I kind of want to use it as my stepping stone into content creation. One thing I can say since being in this role is it has opened my eyes up to the influencer industry. It is a huge blessing that I am in this role, because I'm able to manage those brand conversations, because I have the experience working with these similar clients in my current role at Condé. Understand this when I say influencers are making big money. There is so much opportunity for people to make money as content creators, and if you have the right personal brand, you're posting brand safe content and you're posting online consistently, you are gonna make it big. Influencers have a lot of opportunities to make big money in this industry, and I think being a part of this industry has opened my eyes up to what advertising is, how you can make money as a content creator or an influencer, but it really has shaped my understanding of how brand deals work. Now let me give you guys some insider insights, or should I say some tips on what you should and shouldn't do when you're posting online, especially if you want to attract a specific brand or audience. Now for tip number one, I would say stay true to yourself. Stay consistent and true to yourself. This is why authenticity matters, because if you're not authentic to who you are and how you're posting and what you post, then it's going to be hard to stay consistent. You know what I mean? You don't necessarily have to follow the trends, you don't necessarily have to post what everyone else is posting, but you do have to post what makes you happy, what you love, and what you know your audience will enjoy. Being anything but yourself is only going to be detrimental to you further down the line. So it's really important to stay true to yourself, be authentic, be honest with what you do and don't like. You don't have to shy away from being truthful. And I think it's something that I've always stood by. I've never wanted to be anything other than myself, because I know that one day I'm going to inspire someone who was like the younger version of me. One thing I've been working on is balancing my career and this content creation game. Like, it's not easy. Working a 9 to 5, being back in the office 4 days a week, it has been a struggle. I just have not had the motivation or the drive to kind of stay consistent and post more online. But battling burnout, time management, and trying to always be on has been a struggle. I was actually talking to one of my absolute favorite creators, Nuri Anna. I actually discovered her here on YouTube, and we were actually discussing like burnout is real. She was discussing that she gets so exhausted. Sometimes she doesn't even want to wake up and create, but she actually remembers she has to be always on. Like, creating content is a lot, and I really do sympathize with creators, because you actually don't have time to just like enjoy a weekend or go on holiday, because when it's a weekend or when you're on holiday, you're still creating. You actually have to curate on content and always be on and always have creative ideas coming to you within every single moment of the day. And if I struggle with that whilst balancing a 9 to 5, I can only imagine what it's going to be like when I do eventually become an influencer. And it's also the same with work. I have to be always on. I have to understand how a brand will resonate with a specific platform and how they can further innovate. Sometimes brands want to have a phased approach, so what can we do to differentiate each phase and each campaign that we launch? So it's so important to also be consistent and know your audience. And if they're in a specific industry or a specific category, then make sure you're honing in on that and discussing that and talking about that, because your audience is going to want to know and see what you love just as much as you do. The next thing in my level up personal growth topic is self-confidence and mindset changes, because that is something I have to work on. I literally have my vision board right in front of me, and I have self-care and lifestyle changes as two of my big topics for this year, and something I really want to visualize and hone in on and work on this year. With that comes my hair care journey. I colored my hair almost 2 or 3 years ago now, blonde. All of that has grown out, and we're finally at a stage where I can say my hair is healthy enough. I'm finally at a stage where I can say I'm happy with my hair. I just need to stay consistent. I have my monthly hair appointments booked in, my 3-month trims booked in, and with that I also do a wash, treatment and a silk prep. So that's once every 3 months. So I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to stay consistent so we can all track what my hair's looking like. And for me, hair is such a big thing when it comes to my confidence. If I don't have my hair done, I feel like ass. I don't feel like that girl. So having my hair done, having my hair in a good, healthy state is so important for me. Next is body, and I'm sure you guys can tell with the way my body language is. I am very comfortable with covering up how I look and also masking that with the way I dress, because I love fashion. I find different ways to kind of camouflage my insecurity. I want to be back to a confident and healthy weight. Currently I'm weighing, and I'm going to be so transparent because I need to be open and honest with myself so I can stay consistent. I'm weighing 100 kilograms, which is insane for a 27-year-old who is 5'3.5", almost 5'4". It's not healthy at all. I know, and I'm aware. I am just trying to stay fit and healthy and kind of stick to a consistent fitness plan and healthy meal plan, and so I'm taking the steps to make a necessary lifestyle change so I can feel more confident in myself and the way I look. There's nothing I hate more than trying on clothes and they're not fitting, and also just being positive in the fact that I'm making these healthy changes for myself, no one else, and that's what's important. So working on that. And then lastly, when it comes to mindset shifts, I want to start journaling again. I have my journal, I just don't use it anymore. We're going to start getting back into journaling and saying our daily affirmations, praying and meditating. I want to become closer to God and just like outlet all my fears and my worries, rather than holding that in and letting it cause so much anxiety. I'm a very anxious person and I'm an emotional babe. I can't help it. I love a good cry here and then. But working on that and taking accountability for my feelings and my actions by putting it down on paper and getting it out, like literally just out of my brain and out of my mind. Yeah, mindset shifts and changes will be happening. Working on our self-confidence and also just doing more fun stuff to make myself feel better. I hope you guys enjoyed this much. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more, make sure you stick around, leave a comment below, and in case I haven't said it already, make sure you like this video and subscribe to my channel so you can keep up with everything that I have discussed today. And yeah, I'll see you guys in my next one. I love you all so much. Have an amazing day. Love you. Bye.
Out of the place, the sun shines at brightest. In every moment that we share, baby, it's priceless.